Hey now, I recently had a birthday, and for that I received a meter thermometer from the children. I'm really excited to check this out. I thought I would share this with you just in case you're contemplating getting one. I know I've been thinking about this for a while, but hadn't made the jump to it on my own, so let's check it out. So there was a little cardboard strip across here that one of the children, in her excitement, ripped open. I'm like, hang on, I want to record this. So there was that, and we open it up. What do we find? We find a card here. Oh, do you need help? Contact us here. Fair enough. Then we've got another box. So it's a box inside the box. Ooh, very nice. And looks like there's a little thing here to cut, a couple pieces of tape. And on the back here, it says to charge the meter for 4 hours. All right. And then download the meter app. Okay. All right, so I'm going to have to do that. Looks like I will not be using it this afternoon as I planned, but that is okay. What else do we have here? Okay, so it was just kind of popped into this little wooden sleeve. Okay, and apparently there's a line here, and you always have to insert the meat past this line to avoid damage. So there's something else I gotta just kind of cut off here quickly. Very nice. And yeah, there is just a faint little line here. Okay, fantastic. Now it asks to charge this, so what do we actually have to do? Oh! Okay, see? It looks like there's just a little tab that I pulled out there that was preventing that battery from making contact, and then of course one of these little battery release tabs too. Battery check button. Ooh. Push to activate. So this is a battery check button. You can do that, and if it's green, you're good. If it's red, replace the battery, but that's not the case. So, looks like I can go ahead and push this in here. Alright, so there aren't a whole lot of instructions with it. There is this little booklet which basically just tells me the same thing that was on the exterior box. All I can tell right now is that if there is no light on, just like this, and it's in there, but the battery is good, that means that this is charging. So I'm going to let this go for 4 hours, and then at least 4 hours, and then I can check it out from there. We are all charged up and ready to use. I'm actually smoking a pork picnic roast today, so this will be a great opportunity to check this out and see how it works. So let's get this in the meat. So I'm smoking this up on my Pit Boss 700 FB smoker. It's a little cool out today, so I actually have the insulated blanket on there. Now I'm just going to take my meter probe out, and I'm going to stick it into the meat. I'm trying to avoid the bone. Just like that should be good. Making sure to push it past this line that's on here, just to make sure that that probe is nice and safe. So we'll do that, and we will check this out on the app. I will also note that as per instructions, I've got the base unit here right next to the smoker, because this is supposed to stay as close to the actual probe as possible. And then this is going to be sending the Bluetooth signal out to my phone inside the house. So upon initially installing the meter app, which was quite simple, I needed to make sure that I had my Bluetooth connected so that it could connect to the actual probe. I wound up clicking on start a cook, and then it took me through 3 really quick videos just to sort of intro how to insert the probe and all that stuff, which I'd already done. But now, as you can see here, it's got an ambient temp of 215, which actually matches what I have on the smoker, which is awesome. It's got my target temp here for this pulled pork, as well as my internal temperature, and then it's giving me an estimated time remaining, which is pretty cool. Now, I did have this my phone far away in the house. I'm going to estimate it at about 35 feet, kind of like on the angle through 4 walls, and this was still picking up from this probe here, which is awesome. So I can wander all through my house and still be able to maintain my connection to the Meter Plus. The probe is still in there really nicely. I'm just kind of giving this a blast here with this spray bottle. Ooh, keeping everything nice and moist. And this is just sort of a play on my usual J-spray mix. I've got maple syrup, I've got apple cider vinegar 50-50, and then just a little splash of soy sauce in there from some umami. So yeah, picnic roast. So you're now within a few degrees of the desired finish temperature. So I'm just going to kill the smoker and let it rest on here. Poor thermometer there's a little coated in stuff. Get her cleaned up. All right, I have used this Meter Plus a second time, and that was on this beautiful concoction of a pair of pork tenderloins that I had kind of butterflied open, stuffed with cheese, sandwiched together, and then bacon woven and smoked. Well, take a look. That was absolutely delicious, by the way. And this Meter Plus worked really well. And by the way, you can check out how nice and clean it got here. Just beautiful, just a nice clean afterwards, especially after that first time I used it. It was looking real stanky, but all of that stuff came off super easily. So that being said, I'm really, really happy with this purchase. I know it's not a cheap investment compared to the old $10 grocery store digital probe thermometer, but I really liked some aspects of it here. The fact that I had that Bluetooth connection and was able to monitor everything. I think my favorite part was where it was gauging the time remaining based on the ambient temperature and how quickly things were cooking. I thought that was really cool because I was able to adjust my cooking temperature accordingly, whether I wanted to speed up the cook or slow down the cook, and just really kind of zero in on how long everything would take. The only issue I found at all that I didn't like 100% with this was when I was also using my phone while running the app. I was also connected to a Bluetooth speaker and listening to some music outside, and I found that did interfere with the app's connection. All I had to do at that point was just disconnect from that Bluetooth speaker, reconnect to this, and that was okay. It might have also just been an issue with the Android app or phone. Don't you even start with me there, Apple users. But, so I don't know if it would be the same with an Apple. But another thing I liked about this was the fact that it was cordless. I have had some issues in the past with corded thermometers and the wire getting messed up over time if it gets pinched between hot surfaces and stuff like that. So it was pretty nice not to have that issue. Overall, super happy with this purchase. I would definitely recommend it as a gift for somebody who's really into smoking or cooking, or just for yourself if you're looking to kind of have a new toy to play with that'll let you really have a good idea of gauging time remaining and whatnot on cooks. I mean, it looks super cool and it works really well. So yeah, till next time, keep her at 11.